How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you my first impressions and thoughts on the McFarlane Toys Superman for Tomorrow mini statue, based on the artwork of the legendary Jim Lee. This guy comes in a huge window box with packaging that is immediately recognizable because, well, it looks like all the rest of the themed packaging for McFarlane Toys. On the back, we have a piece of artwork that is immediately recognizable and completely iconic. It's one of Jim Lee's most famous, most recognizable Superman pictures. This guy comes sealed pretty tight in the bubble with a couple straps to keep him from falling out and bashing his face off of the clear part of the packaging. And getting him out is a little bit tricky, considering you can't really pull him out from the front. You kind of have to yank him out from the back while trying not to rip his cape off. But if you're careful, you can do it. And man, I gotta say, for the price point, these are a fantastic buy. I mean, you have to remember, these are $40 American, which is really El Cheapo for a statue. And you've got all this fantastic shading within the muscle lines here, the definition. You've got a fantastically sculpted S. I won't shy away from pointing out here that it is missing that ever important little triangle right up there in the corner that defines the top of the S. But it is nice that you have this like three-dimensional inlay. And the face sculpt for Super here actually isn't too bad. I know that it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. There's definitely going to be people that feel like, you know, this really doesn't capture Jim Lee's artwork, but I actually feel like it does a good enough job. I'm not expecting perfection out of what really amounts to a budget statue. The belt and trunks area looks really clean. Everything is really defined as far as the color changes from the blue to the yellow to the red. We got more of that fantastic shading in all of the muscles here to give this statue more depth. And the boots have been done well. Look at that. Those boots look really, really good. They have the right thickness of that line at the top of the boots. That split that goes down the front there. They did a great job on those. The hands are nice and defined. You've got veins in the hand and you can see his bone structure. His muscle structure here, you got, again, more of that fantastic blue shading. Got his big neck muscles there like he's strong or possibly straining to have a poo. And then you've got this nice big cape. Let's back the camera off a little bit. Nice big cape there. And it's a soft rubber. It's got some shading as well on the inside of it. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the way the light is catching it. Maybe there's no shading. I do wish there was an S on the back. It's always important to include that S. That is just as important as the S on his chest, the spit curl in his hair, the belt loops with this circular belt buckle, and properly designed boots. Overall, I do think that this is fantastically designed. And, oh, by the way, it's also based off of this piece of Jim Lee's artwork from Superman for Tomorrow. You may be wondering why they didn't base the statue off of the trading card in this instance, and that's because, well, this has already been done before. I will say, even though I like the design, if you look at how much cape is here, there probably isn't enough cape. Like, pull this down, and you're looking at something that's wrist length. So, I probably would have enjoyed to see a little bit more cape, but again, I do understand why they make the choices they make sometimes. I mean, if the cape was as big as it was supposed to be, just imagine how huge it would be in the box. So what we have was a creative choice that was made for logistical purposes. And for a budget statue, I think that it is way more than passable. You know, quite often if you want to get into collecting statues, you're looking at paying, you know, hundreds of dollars. Sometimes thousands of dollars per statue, and of course you're going to get thousands of dollars worth of statue value. However, this one here that McFarlane has done, based on Superman's likeness from Superman for Tomorrow, is a budget statue of $40. And it's something cool you can put on your shelf, and it's going to look fantastic. And the fun thing is now, as you can see, we have not only the Superman for Tomorrow statue, but we have the previously released Batman Hush statue. So we have two affordable budget statues based off of the artwork of the legendary Jim Lee. For someone like me, this is perfect, because Lord knows I can't afford to collect statues. especially as an action figure collector. Anyway, thanks again to McFarlane Toys for providing me this little Superman mini statue for review purposes. I hope you've enjoyed my honest, straightforward, and simple review of the Superman Man for Tomorrow McFarlane Toys Superman statue. All right, I'm done. Have a super fantastic, awesome DC day, everybody, and take care.